here to show you Guardians of Brezen, which is our real-time tactics RPG for mobile devices. So in Guardians of Brezen, the player controls a small party of heroes, each with their own unique set of abilities and powers in small-scale, arena-style combat encounters. Guardian of Brezen is kind of like Golden Sun meets Pokemon meets StarCraft 2 micro battles. The objective of each battle is to defeat the enemies put before you. However, how exactly you do that is completely up to you. With 8 playable characters and dozens of abilities to choose from, the number of ways that a battle can pan out are almost limitless. So players are free to build strategies and find the tactics that they like for themselves. So there are 3 main categories of mechanics in our game. There's issuing commands to your characters, there's all of the powers that you have access to, and then there is the training and leveling of your characters as you progress through the game.
The UI is really simple. All you have to do to make a character move is to drag to bring up the battle menu, just tap any character. Their spells will come up and you select whichever spell you want, and then you tap, swipe, drag, hold, whatever it is, depending on what spell you chose to use.
In Brezen, there are a wide variety of different abilities. Each character has their own unique power set. As they level up, they'll unlock more powers. In battle, you're only allowed to use a set number of abilities that the player has unlocked, and each ability consumes magic, which comes from a shared pool shared by all the players. The abilities will vary from drawing walls to separate and redirect your opponents, to summoning whirlwinds to knock them back. Learning to chain these abilities together and overwhelm your opponents will be a key part of strategy in Brezen.
So the way that training and leveling works in this game is kind of like EV stats from Pokemon meets assigning Jin in Golden Sun. That is to say that your characters each have their own set of base stats that go up automatically as they level, but on top of that they have other stats which you assign yourself. And those stats, depending on how you position them, as illustrated here, give you access to different powers and abilities for them to use in combat. And aside from affecting which powers you have, the stats also have direct numerical effect on different aspects of gameplay. So a higher speed stat increases their movement speed, more strength is more attack damage, and so on and so forth. So these mechanics basically break down into 3 core dynamics of our game. There's the planning and strategy dynamic, which is the player choosing which powers and which characters they want to go into battle with, and deciding which strategies they might want to use in battle. There's the tactics and split-second decision-making, which is in the heat of battle you have to identify the enemies that you're fighting, what health levels everyone has, how much haze you have left, what powers you have at your disposal, and then decide which combination of these to use in order to get the best effect in battle. And then thirdly is the execution, which is actually performing all the tactical decisions and giving the commands as fast as you need them to in order to pull off your strategy. Now, execution is also able to be turned off through difficulty setting, because we know that lots of players might lack the dexterity or just don't like the fast-paced gameplay, but do like the strategic battling. And so if this difficulty setting is triggered, then the game pauses as you give commands to people. So the progression of the game is this. You start out, you sit down, and you have one character